We're all.
Oh, excellent. I still don't like that my square is empty.
Yeah, your square is going to remain empty, though. Okay, you're good.
Nice. Oh, Greg's frozen again.
Yeah, I think he's posted on Twitter.
Okay, so should we wait to officially get started until after he posts on Twitter?
I mean...
You don't interrupt a man while he's tweeting.
It's done.
Oh, man, damn, see that? Lightning quick. And, so, guys, welcome back to the second episode of the Final Fantasy Trading Card Game Breakfast Club. Y'all smell that? That's bacon sizzling in the pan. That's coffee in the pot. It's time for breakfast, boys and girls. Welcome. I see, I'm looking over at Vince's picture there. We got ourselves a special guest today. Man, is that, do my eyes deceive me? Is that Azul?
Oh, you got that right.
Damn, girl. We got special guests. I'm loving it.
Assassin. We got to make up for the empty square, right?
I love it. Yeah, exactly. Can we put him in my square? Just have to walk over there. If that's even a real thing.
It's hold up. I'll be right back.
Exactly. Oh, dude, that'd be so great. Some space and time shit, but
he's here in town for the Meta Potion event. And
awesome.
He's staying over to that apartment.
Awesome. Yeah, it definitely sounds like we've all got a lot of events happening today. So this it's not going to be as long as last week. This is going to be kind of like that dad leaving for work breakfast with the toast in his mouth and takes a sip of coffee and just leaves his wife there while she just poured all this hard work into the breakfast. We've seen that movie, right? Where they're like, oh, honey, this looks great. I'm going to take a bite of toast and piece the fuck out. That's, but that's where we're at today. So just like last week, we're going to kind of go over the spoilers, the just laundry list of spoilers that has been, over this week. Oh, man, we have the other Lane brother just walked in the room, so it's going to be a good day. But I think we're just going to go ahead and dive right into it. The first one we have on screen is Fang. So, Adam, I can't read that from back here.
You can read it.
Okay, well, I can read now. We're perfect. So, she's a fire forward, which, revs my engine already. She's a 3 CP 7K, Category 13, obviously. Just a lot of text here. If you control 2 or more Category 13 characters, mind you, she gains First Strike. If you control 4 or more Category 13 characters, she gains Haste. And if you control 6 or more Category 13 characters, she also gains 3,000 power.
Yeah, I guess since we're doing it quick, we could speed around it. Does anybody have anything particular to say about this card? That's that they're hype about it?
Oh, Nick's raised his hand. Go ahead, bud.
Sure.
Let Nick go in. Well, it's a fire card. I think that it is good just with LeBro in play. I think that's everybody sees it first. Just AK, First Strike, right? And then if you have Dodge or Saz, Manus Mormac, Roll Redness, she gets Haste. So I think that's probably one of the best modifiers, just goes in Fire Ice. He usually goes in Fire Ice 13.
Yeah,
kind of cutting out there a little bit, but yeah, I did hear you say Fire Ice 13. I agree with that 100%. I think she's actually a really, really good card and just a ungodly ass beater in title. If I do say so myself.
Oh, in title she's great.
Definitely a beater in title. Definitely a beater.
I forgot about LeBro, honestly. So that's
LeBro triggers her immediately.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That's pretty good.
She counts herself, which is really sweet.
Yeah. Oh wow, she does count herself. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah. It's really good. So she's gonna be an 8K with First Strike with LeBro right off the bat. Off the bat.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That card's really okay.
Oh yeah, Godot too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's real good.
All right, we'll move on to the next one.
So next one we've got a standard unit here, a Bahamutian.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Bahamutian soldier. It's a 2 CP Earth forward standard unit. If you control a monster, I'm just going to say the guy gets plus 2,000 power. So he becomes a 2 CP 7K. Any thoughts on this one, boys?
It's cool. I don't know if anybody's going to play it. It looks more of a limited threat.
Greg's shaking his head, so it's not going to go in the 3-color standard.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Greg didn't speak up on the standard units. That means it's extremely average.
Greg Cole is the final answer on Earth cards.
I agree.
If Jason Weiber runs his Flandits, it'd be a cool card, but nah.
It could be all right.
Yeah, I think it's pretty average.
Yeah, pretty medium.
Right.
Oh, we got another fun one here. So we got a lightning backup. She's a 2 CP backup that just has tap, choose one Category 13 forward you control. It gains haste till the end of the turn.
I mean,
it's we're looking at another great title card, but is she going to replace any of the better forward lightnings, especially when you can just run Red Mage and kind of do the same thing with any forward as opposed to a Category 13?
It's free, which is kind of free. Just tap her. But I mean, 5 CP lightning is a thing. Like, I don't see how you run this and that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't see this card ever being played and constructed. Its name is horrible for it.
Yeah,
correct.
Exactly.
Correct.
Totally.
Yeah. All right, moving on into starter cards.
Oh, these cards are all good. Right. So first up, we've got Ultimecia, who's finally on the element that makes the most sense for her. So she's a 6 CP ice forward, Job Witch. When Ultimecia enters the field, select one of the 3 following actions. If you have received 6 points of damage, I can't read that.
You can select 2 instead of 1.
Okay, yeah, you can select 2 instead of 1 of the 3 actions. So the first one is choose up to 2 characters opponent controls and dull them, freeze all the forwards opponent controls, or freeze all the backups opponent controls. What do we think, boys?
Yes?
Yeah,
man. It's a small body. It's got some good effects. Freezing backups is sweet. Mm-hmm. It's a nice little control card in an aggro color.
I think it's cool. You can run this in mono lightning.
Yeah.
Because you could play backup with you, and you could just break it, put it into play. So you don't even have to be playing ice, technically.
Mm-hmm.
Witches, baby.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's interesting to me. She is a bit pricey, but I guess if you're playing on 6 points of damage, like, it's going to be really good. I don't know.
Oh man, when you're playing at 6 points of damage, man, like you just turn into an absolute savage. You got to do whatever you have to do to win.
All right, so next starter card.
We got another 8 CP Golbez, boys. This is a lightning forward. He's a Job Warlock. The cost required to play Golbez onto the field is reduced by 1 for every 5 cards in your break zone. When Golbez enters the field, choose one forward of cost 5 or less in your break zone and add it to your hand. He's also at 9K. Yeah, what do we think, guys?
I don't like that card really at all. I mean, maybe you guys can give some better insight on that.
I don't know. It's got a cool effect, but there's so many times this card is not good.
Yeah, that's
like a very, very high reward or do nothing.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's extremely average. But I think a card like this, and I look at all these starter cards that way. You know, I think some of them are good, but I look at these in the context of the box set that they come in. They're probably meant to play very well in the confines of that package. So who knows? If you're just playing starter deck versus starter deck, that's probably an amazing card.
Yeah, I mean the cool thing about Final Fantasy starter decks too is a lot of the cards are playable. Like a lot of the starter only cards.
Yeah, this is a really good late game card.
Yeah,
I'll give it that. It could really turn around a game if you play it for mad cheap.
Yeah,
that's very true.
It can be free, right? Technically.
Yeah, it can definitely be free.
Yeah. So I mean, but I mean it's gonna take a while. That's what? How many cards in the break game?
30, about 30. You are running on fumes at that point.
A ton of your deck. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So the next one is kind of Golbez related, right?
Yeah, this is a fun one. Speak of the devil, it's a 2 CP Warrior of Light. He's a fire forward. Job Warrior of Light, which is fantastic. If you control 4 or more forwards, Warrior of Light gains haste. And when Warrior of Light enters the field, all the forwards you control gain plus 2,000 power till the end of the turn. Nick and Rice, I'm gonna let you guys take this one away. I think y'all like this card a little bit.
Nick, hit him.
All right. We're gonna be here all day if I get to talk about this card. But let me just say, it's a Warrior of Light.
Mm-hmm.
You already know how many Warrior Lights are in this set. It's in fire.
Mm-hmm.
You can play it off of Aegis.
Mm-hmm.
It's good Godot synergy. Like, I can't even keep going. Go ahead, take it over, Matt.
That enter effect is strong at any point in the game, which is like my favorite part of the card.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many times you can't close the game, but if you give everything plus 2k, that closes a lot of games. And for 2 CP, it's half of a Gipple, but it's named really well, so sign me all the way up.
And also, like I think at the worst,
he gains haste.
Yeah. Oh,
I forgot about that.
Oh, and at the worst, he's S fodder for the Light Warrior of Light.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Warrior of Lights, baby, we're coming.
That's right.
Typically, you could technically play him in Golbez too, and he triggers like everything the second he comes out.
Yeah.
If it pops off at Golbez. But yeah, I mean, I could see him just being played in like the Wear Lights deck or like a Mono Fire deck with Cadeau or something.
I just see the possibility of a Phoenix combat trick in combat.
Yeah, Phoenix
yeah,
too.
baby.
Yep.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. The sauce there.
You Phoenix him in, he's a 7K, and then he's also buffing whatever else is on the field at instant speed.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty nutty.
Turns out, card's good. All right, next one we have a wind card. It's another 5-drop Cecil. We got a lot of those. He's EX Burst. He's a forward paladin. The EX Burst is when Cecil enters the field, choose up to 2 characters and activate them. His other ability is if you ever see 5 points of damage or more, Cecil gains plus 2,000 power, and Cecil cannot be chosen by your opponent's abilities. What do we think, guys?
Card's good.
Approval. Great.
It's got the Greg Cole thumbs up. Yeah, I think the card's fine. I like the
Worst
fact.
case scenario, it's a 3-drop 8K,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I was gonna say too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much.
If you got 5 backups out, he's a 3 CP 8K.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
If
that's
we
not.
flip this off EX against like some kind of ice deck or something, we just block for days.
That's true.
Pretty
Yeah.
cool.
That's true. And I think again he fits in the confines. That since the hero deck is Wind Fire, the villain deck is Ice Lightning. He is 100% made to be just a pop-off card in that deck against the villain deck. So, I think he's
dig
good.
it. The EX is very strong. If this didn't have EX, I think we would be talking about it different.
Oh, I 100% concur. All right, next one we have another Y'shtola. She is a backup this time. She's a 2 CP backup, Scion of the Seventh Dawn. Surprise, surprise. And when Y'shtola enters the field, choose 1 forward opponent controls and deal it 2,000 damage. For a wind and tap, you can put Y'shtola in the break zone, choose 1 forward, deal it 7,000 damage, and you can only use this ability if you control 7 or more characters.
I think it's really good in title.
Oh, absolutely.
But, it's called Y'shtola, and if you want to play that in Wind, you're probably playing. You got to play like 3 Legend Y'shtola at this point in the meta, and I don't think its name ruins it.
Yeah,
What it is.
I think the name on this card ruins it more than the name on the Lightning backup.
Yeah, that's
Honestly.
very extremely true.
Yeah.
And again,
This is a strong card with a bad name.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with that. Again, I think in the confines of a starter deck, it's probably great. And in title, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So, not much really there.
I know you like this card, right?
Oh, no, not see, now we're revving my engine here. This next card. Oh. So we have a new Garland. He's a 3 CP 7K Job Knight, which is super, super exciting. When Garland blocks, Garland gains plus 2,000 power until the end of the turn. Now, when Garland is put from the field into the break zone, choose 1 forward. It gains plus 4,000 power until the end of the turn. Man, the shit I want to do with this card, just dude, like we were talking that in like the water lightning deck, play Ramza, swing with that guy, they block whatever he dies, get Ramza over the 10K mark, or if they don't block, you get the 3 point of damage, then you just Famfrit him and make Ramza a 10K anyway.
Yep.
So there's some really good tricks in those elements with him, and he's a knight too, which is great.
I like this card a lot. Yeah, it's a very good just play this forward on any board, and it will get you value.
100%.
I
Card's
think
real
I
good.
think he's pretty nuts with Clady too,
Yeah.
because you can attack with him.
Tutoring
and then-
for him, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
He's
Job
good
Knight
with
is
Minwu
really
too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Also Minwu, yeah, because he can just keep blocking.
Yeah, it's real
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah.
That is
I
really,
got a
really
question.
Yeah.
For starters.
Mhm.
Are they gonna come in foils in the box sets?
Yeah, they're part of Opus 7, as far as I understand. So yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because I definitely want to see some of these starter cards spoil. I think they'd be beautiful.
Yes.
Oh, this next card is revving a lot of engines. So we've got she's a 4 CP Dragoon. Her name is Barbara. Oh, Barb. So her text reads, Job Dragoon and card name Dragoons you control gain haste. Woo! Loaded B. And then she has a ability, is that, well, I can't read, it's for 1. Choose a Job Dragoon or card name Dragoon other than Barbara. It gains plus 1,000 power till the end of the turn. Man.
Same.
Ooh.
Get your foils now.
Yeah, this,
Well, yeah, you better get him before Okimoto.
yeah,
takes
get
all
him
of them.
before Okimoto takes them off.
Marketing's crashed.
Exactly. And I think this card is excellent. Now, granted, it's a little bit worse than like Alize because it's a forward and a lot easier to interact with. But I feel like sometimes you just slam that on the table, and they have to deal with it. Like, they have to deal with it. And then if you have, like, Kane out, like, I think she is 100% a 3 of in my Pauper Dragoon deck, because she's only a rare. So she's 100% in that. That card's good. Card is really, really good.
Yeah, if you want to play Dragoons, you're playing this card. I think it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't get much more simpler than that.
Nice.
Yeah, the art is cool.
Oh, the art's beautiful.
I think also, like, now you have to kill this instead of Kane, right? Like,
And that makes it very difficult, because, like, if you have her, Kane, and the Water Warrior of Whiteout, who's the bigger threat?
Exactly.
yeah, it's a tough decision to make.
Unless you have Shan.
Basically, Alice for Dragons.
Oh, 100%.
Unfortunately, she's a forward.
Yeah, and if she was a backup, oh, God, if she was a backup, she'd be busted.
Right.
Oh, look at this little cute fella. So we have a new Hope. He's a 3-drop 7K Ravager. You control a father and a mother. You control the parents. Hope gains plus 2,000 power, and Hope cannot be broken by, I can't read that last sentence.
Opponent's abilities.
By opponent's abilities.
Cannot be chosen.
So we got Family Matters deck happening over here.
Getting a handful of new cards that can't be chosen by abilities. It's pretty tight.
Yeah, that's really good for Wind. And I like the fact that, you could just play this guy in All the Jobs Bartz, and he's covered. Bartz is kind of like the Tony Danza, who's the boss.
No, Bartz is the father, dude. Maury Povich.
Bartz is the father and the mother. But no, go
It
ahead.
takes too much setup.
I
don't
agree.
think it takes too much setup.
Yeah.
The text is great, but I don't think you're going to play all 3 of those cards in the same deck.
Yeah.
There's not another good Hope.
Yeah, I agree too.
Well, I think the Hope that gets the Alexander, I think, is the better one. I think the Bartholomew backup is worth playing. But then at that point, like, what are the job mothers? Nora and. But I agree.
What's her face?
And Bartz.
No, the
Miss Doubtfire.
No, actually, I think she's on this list of spoilers. The one that's interacts with Yuri, right? That's
Yeah. Yuri's mom.
So
Yeah.
But still,
it kind of builds itself. Whether it's going to be strong or not, who knows?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I agree. I think it takes too much setup just to get this online.
The meta's really fast, and you're not setting all that up against Turbo. Just saying.
Know what I mean?
You
Mm-hmm.
gotta run this with backup brother, and you have a whole family.
Ooh, there it is. That's right. So you got to sing
His
the.
job isn't brother though, so.
That's right. You just got to sing the Family Matters theme while they when you start playing the cards.
Oh yeah, there she is right there.
Oh, speak of the devil, we got Ilaria, job mother. She's a 3 CP backup with EX burst. When she enters the field, you may search for one card named Trilinka or one card named Yuri and add it to your hand. I think she's good. She clearly goes in the deck that you're running Trilinka and Yuri in.
Yeah.
There's not much more to it than that.
I think, like Rice said, that deck kind of is building itself.
Yeah.
Like,
I like those 2 cards together a lot. I think
Yeah,
Yuri
3
and Trilinka.
CP EX, search for a card. That's very strong.
Yeah.
Amount of win with both those cards is pretty legit.
Yeah, no, I agree. So we got a lot of straightforward spoilers today. What we got next here?
this one will excite.
Oh, man. I hope Nick's sitting down before we talk about this one. So we have
Uh-oh.
Balgalvin? Sure, sounds great. 5 CP 8K, job 4 generals. When Balgalvin enters the field, choose one forward opponent controls. If the cost to play Balgalvin was only paid with fire CP, deal it 7,000. Whew, that's good. And then it has a S ability for S, 2 fire and tap. Choose one forward, any element except fire, and deal it 10,000 damage. Well, all right, take it away, boys. I'm going to let the resident fire boys take this thing away.
Nick, you're first. You love this card.
All right. Sorry, you hear me?
Yeah,
Yep,
I got you now.
You're good, bro.
All right, cool. All right, this is probably the card I'm most excited about. That card just does so much. I was telling people, like, ignore the S ability. That card does so much more than I thought it would. And it's only 1,000 under curve to deal 7,000 damage to something on entry. And that's really simply what is that. And the S ability is just bonus if it doesn't die. And if it does die, you just play the second one and kill something again.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would much rather play multiples than S. TBH.
Yep.
I agree.
Oh, yeah, for sure, yep.
I
And
think
we have a 5-drop that does stuff on enter, which we didn't really have before. That was playable, at least.
Yeah, not like Legend Palom. So
Definitely not like Legend Palom.
that
This is
card.
where Legend Palom should have been.
Exactly.
No, I agree with that 100%. So I think that card's really, really good.
The artwork's sick too. So
Yeah, I agree.
All
I'm
the
excited to see all the generals.
yeah, they all look pretty cool.
Just the Legend, the Final Fantasy Legends artwork in general is really, really solid.
Oh, did I skip one? I skipped one. We'll come back.
Oh yeah, we have another Dragoon. We did skip around there. This one's weird though. It's a 2 CP 5K standard unit. When Dragoon enters the field, choose one forward. If the cost to play Dragoon included Wind CP, that forward cannot block this turn.
Cannot be blocked.
Cannot be blocked. Oh, cannot be blocked this turn. Okay, well, still, the problem is it requires Wind CP, and I don't think you're playing those two elements and Dragoons.
Limited card.
Oh,
That's
great.
all I've got to say.
Great limited card.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think that's what a lot of these 2-color cards are for, is just for limited.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah, not much happening there.
Quick. All right.
All right, now we're down to our spoiler now. It's a 2-drop fire forward. It's Frit. Frit also counts as a monster in all situations. And just like the other two monsters we've mentioned before, when Frit is put from the field into the break zone, you can search your deck for a card named Ifrit and add it to your hand. I think the card's good. What do you guys think? I think this whole cycle of monsters is excellent.
Yeah, I think they're all good.
And he lets you get a relevant fire summon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Block something, kill it. Block something, kill another thing. We could burn something, attack with this. It goes through, dies, find a burn spell.
Yep.
It's got some tricks.
Mm-hmm.
I could see a lot of mono fire decks trying it.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
good with Get It.
Yep.
Fire water monsters. We could try that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of utility there, and I think all three of these cards are just super, super neat. We got another little cutie pie here. We got another Type 0 Cadet. It's a 2-drop Rem. She's a 2-drop forward this time, 5K. And EX Burst, when Rem enters the field, you may discard one card, which is a very verse system-like tutor. If you do, search for one job Class 0 Cadet and add it to your hand. And I'll assume it's search your deck. Let's just squash that right now. It's search your deck for because you know how iffy these translations get. But I think it's a good card. I think it's fun.
I think it's good in title. Again, it's another title card in this set. I played Cadets a whole bunch even before title was a thing. Like when the Star decks came out, and the backup Rem is just too good. So constructed, I don't think I'll ever play this forward.
I agree. Because I think they already have better. They have better 2-drops already. Like Sice? I think is just a better 2-drop for Cadets.
Yeah, I think its cost is the worst part about it. It's a lot to compete with.
Yeah, I agree. All right, moving right along. We got another fire card here. This is the in the cycle of these EX Burst summons. This is the fire one. It's a new Ifrit. And it's EX 4 CP, EX Burst, choose a forward, deal it 7,000 damage. If Ifrit was revealed from that EX Burst, deal it 8,000 instead. What do we think, guys?
This card sparked a lot of controversy on Facebook.
Let me take over for this one.
Oh, go ahead, my man.
There is way too much hate about this card. These people don't actually play red cards, from my understanding.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have a way to deal 8K plus on EX, really, and now we do.
Mm-hmm.
So the card has value. Everybody blowing it up, saying it should do more, saying it's a little undercosted. Yeah, I agree, but it doesn't stop it from being touched.
Yeah. It also
There's a lot of times I've flipped like 4 CP Bahamut off EX and just been like, oh, that's a dead card I could have used, or like K-Tuna can find this and then leave EXs in the deck. So it's not awful. It's strong for a common. And Rant.
No. I think you hit it right on the head. Right on the head. I think the card's fine. I think the card is absolutely fine.
Yeah, the name also keeps it pretty relevant too.
Yeah, the name is strong. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think with fires, all the cards that pump damage or increase damage, it makes it fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
People don't pay attention to like combos with it, you know?
Yeah.
Like I don't think you're playing Mono Fire and not playing K-Tuna, so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. 100%. So yeah, I think this card's going to blow a lot of people up, and they're going to be real salty about it.
I mean, with K-Tuna too, it's a 9K on EX. That's
flipping this on EX, they're just going to be like, that card again.
Yep.
I'd hate to value something because it's EX, but, you know, that's the meta we live in.
Well, it's the name of the game. It's a mechanic for a reason. Speaking of more EX bursts, we have I guess this is the Wind summon that's in that cycle. It's a 2 CP Alexander. EX Burst, choose one forward of cost 5 or more, opponent controls, return it to its owner's hand. If Alexander was flipped on EX Burst, break it instead. So, what do we think, guys? No, Greg's shaking his head. Greg is shaking his head.
Let's move on.
I agree with Greg. Yeah, it's not good.
Not a big fan.
I would not ever want to bounce a 5-drop. 5-drops people play have ridiculous enters.
Yep.
Yeah, please bounce my Cecil.
You're not gonna Alexander a Cecil or a Sid Augustine.
Or a Setzer or hell anybody.
Yeah.
Cloud of Darkness.
It would be good if you could
Thank you,
bounce
Anu.
your foot forward.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
I agree. Moving right along.
Like, if people aren't even playing Zondi right now, and that's like its best target.
Yeah, I agree. Now this next card. Oh, this one has me real excited. It's a 3 CP ice backup. It's Terra. So we got another Final Fantasy VI backup. Your boy can hardly contain himself. And so her effect is she's a 3 CP backup. When you cast a summon, choose one forward opponent controls and dull it. Man. And here's the thing.
I'm a big fan.
I'm a huge fan. It's a good card for 6 in title, which they really needed backups, but also in constructed. I realized the immediate. Oh, look! It's a Ramza. It's a Ramza. We got a Ramza spoiled. I'm sorry. It's a one. It's a 1 CP lightning forward.
Breaking news.
Yeah, breaking news. He's a 1 CP forward. If Ramza has 1 CP 2K. If Ramza has 4,000 power or more, he gains haste. If he has 6,000 power or more, he gains brave. If he has 8,000 power or more, he gains first strike. For 1 lightning, you can give Ramza 2,000 power till the end of the turn. Holy shit!
That art is sick. That's a card right there.
Yeah.
Wait, did we
That card is
Yeah, we got a 1-drop Ramza.
breaking news. He's a knight.
Yes.
Yeah, he's
I want to see this.
You said it's a knight?
Yeah, he's a knight.
Yeah.
Yeah. The art is sick.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think that's new art.
Yeah, and he's a heroic, I believe. So that's good. That's a good card. That's a really good card.
Yeah.
Well, Curtis, this is for you, bud. I'm pretty sure you're going to be happy that this thing is now in. He's got a new Ramza in title now. So
But
card's good.
it goes well with Coral.
Oh, yeah, back to Terra.
Yeah, back to Terra. So man, I'm just surrounded by good cards. Sensory overload. So now when I see this Terra, I know the controversy is people love the rare Terra because she's very absurd in the meta right now, just being able to kill 2 things and being able to pump with Dataluma if you're playing that deck. But this card does a lot of neat things, a lot of utility here. All of a sudden now my Shivas are dulling 3 things. Not only now when I swing with Mateus, I'm going to kill that blocker. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and dull that guy too. Now my Glacia, like cool, I'll dull 2 things and make you discard, or I'll dull something else and deal it 7K. You know what I mean? Like there's just so many sick things that backup can do, and she's searchable with Setzer. She counts towards lock triggers. Card's just good. Card is just really, really good.
I think
it's a good design. Like, it's kind of slow. We won't see it in every deck. It's a strong effect.
Mm-hmm.
It buffs summons, and summons aren't that strong right now.
Yep.
I think there's like some mid-range decks out there that run like 9+ summons and definitely play this card. And then there's some like aggro ice decks that would never touch this card in their life. So
yeah, I think it's just a pretty good balanced like card that's gonna see play.
Beautiful in the fire. Old reliable got himself a new toy because be able to play that thing, like have that out and play a Belias. It's like, dude, get fucked. So my guy's bigger. I'm gonna draw a card. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and dull that guy too.
Ramu, Ice Lightning.
Ramu, yeah, like, just boof. Just so
super good mid-range card. I like it a lot.
I concur 100%. All right.
I'll just say I'm probably going to stick Guy back into my decks again.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's smart. That is very, very smart. That's the wrong card. That's the wrong art for this one.
I don't have the actual. I don't have the other art.
It's mine now.
Yeah, no, I hear that. No, Guy's definitely a 3 of the way things are looking. All right, so next card we have a new Dorgan. He's a Dawn Warrior, 4 CP, 8K. He's on curve, and he has a super unique ability for this game. Can you pull back? I got to make sure I get the wording right.
You're good.
All right, so when a backup enters the field, when a backup enters your field, choose one forward opponent controls. It's not a May ability. Remove it from the game for as long as Dorgan is on the field. Okay. So me and Adam, we've actually had some not heated debates, but we are both like firmly on the opposite sides of this card. I think this card is absolutely great. It's very much like in Magic if you look at like a Fairgrounds Warden, a Fiend Hunter, that style of card. But here's the thing: if you try to abuse it, you will get blown the hell out.
Yeah, that's the very scary part about this card is like, it's not enter and choose one. It's like choose one every time you play a backup. Like,
Yeah,
there's sometimes this card could snowball out of control. There's sometimes it won't see play.
right.
It's very punishable.
Yeah.
Extremely, and that's
It's cool though.
Yeah, and that's its downside. The upside is like this is a card that this is a card that allows you to just 100% outplay your opponent. Like I know your deck better than you do, so I'm gonna slam this guy, and I'm just gonna get rid of all of your best forwards, and I'm just going to win the game. And you get a little protection behind him in the form of like Y'shtola or like Planet Protector. The guy can be a blowout, but if you just use him all willy nilly and try to abuse him, you're gonna get your shit pushed in just straight up.
Yeah, I like him. He has a high skill cap. It reminds me of a lot of Magic cards, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go on a Benny rant, I guess, too, because me and Chris are pretty on opposites of this. And I mean, I'm curious to see where he comes out on the other. I think his ability is sweet. Like, I think he's a really unique card. I don't think he's good. I think the drawback outweighs like the things that he can do because ETBs in this game right now are like really good, and you're gonna double down on those when they come back into play. There's a lot of board states that just flat out kill him right now in the meta. Like, what are you gonna do against Dodaluma Cactuar? I don't care if you play this dude. You target my Dodaluma, he's dead. I get my Dodaluma.
Lightning blows this card up.
Yeah.
Fire decks blow this card up. It's like good against ice and kind of good against water.
Yeah, for sure. Against ice, ice is gonna have a hard time killing him for sure.
Yeah, ice can only sit this card, right? If you never block or dull it.
Here's my issue with that though. Is like Turbo's the most popular build. Are you gonna get to play him in a backup?
You're not playing this card in Turbo, yeah.
Yeah. So like, I mean,
this card will probably have a place eventually. I just don't know if it's right now.
Yeah, I like the card and I think the ability is really dope. But I think people are getting a little bit like tunnel vision on him. That's my opinion. So.
Yeah, we'll see where he ends up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of upside, but also a lot of downside. So I think the potential's there at some point.
Dawn Warriors, baby.
I think he's the best mustache in the game.
Oh, dude, yeah.
A good-looking old man right there.
I'm sure y'all saw the post yesterday. The alt art, the Leon with a mustache.
Yeah,
that's exactly what he looks like.
Also, we're missing the potential combat trick of back attack backup. What is it?
The Carbuncle?
Earth backup.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh, I forgot about that card. That is a sweet interaction.
Yo, from downtown, the combo from downtown, I love it.
That is pretty sweet because it lets you remove on your opponent's turn. That is pretty cool, actually.
Exactly. This is a fun little one.
This is the real Earth player here.
This is a fun little one.
Or Tama
Nick's
in a
over there
backup.
shaking his head like y'all are full of shit.
Yeah.
You get Tama in a backup on your opponent's turn.
Yep.
I mean, there's something.
Salsy.
All right,
We're raising the value on this card as we speak.
That's right. That's right.
Moving on.
Oh, now we got another fun one. One I'm really excited about, just because I love this guy was my favorite summon in 10. I just love giving this guy all of my money. Just because at the point in the game where I was using him, I never needed it. So it's Yojimbo. He's a 4 CP summon. He's the Earth summon in this cycle. Choose one forward you control, and one forward opponent controls. The former gets plus 1,000 power until the end of the turn, and then each forward deals damage equal to its power to the other.
It's a Heka.
Yeah, it's pretty much a Hecaton chair. If Yojimbo was revealed from EX Burst, the former gains 3,000 power instead. So pretty much it's like a Hecaton chair and a Titan kind of. If they got in the back seat of a car and got steamy, this is the card that would pop up.
Yeah, I mean.
I think that on EX, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll concede that. I think the plus 1K is pretty negligible in Earth, especially if you're playing Mono Earth. So if you cast this card from your hand, why aren't you playing 4 cost Atamos, which no one plays? So I don't like casting this card. If you can combo it out and you're putting shit on top of your deck, you can Tesoya, whatever. There's combos for that. Like I said, great EX. I don't see anybody casting this card. I mean, unless you want literally free Heka and then more of the same thing. Fine.
Yep.
What do the Earth boys think up at the top?
Yeah, what did Greg and Vince think?
You go
You
first,
want to
Greg.
go first, Vince? You want me to go?
You go first.
Okay, so it's like having 6 Hecatons in your deck with 3 of them being EX. And then it's insane with Dodaluma because you get an extra ping off of it.
Nice.
There's like 100 comment thread on it right now on US page. Check it out.
Yep.
I like fight spells. Fight spells are good.
Yep.
I am hyped for this card as well.
Oh no.
It just increases the EX count for Earth too.
Oh yeah, Earth has way too many playable EXs as is, so this only adds to
It is
that.
hype.
It's probably the best playable, if you EX this card, yeah.
Yep.
So we'll see.
100.
I think it's great because I don't know what am I trying to say here. I think the card is absolutely fantastic. It goes in it's definitely going to be in the deck that I'm trying to build, that Earth Fire deck. But I agree with all the highs and the low points. It's a great burst. You feel bad casting it, but
I'll say one more thing about it. This thing's gonna be a monster and sealed.
ooh, it is.
It's a common.
Absolutely.
It's a common.
Ooh.
So
That tickles my taint, that's for sure.
yeah, you're gonna see that thing a lot.
Re-release next weekend.
Yeah.
Man.
It's gonna be a beautiful foil.
Oh, I concur.
Yeah, the foil is gonna look sick. Yeah.
I will say it is a flavor fail, but that's a topic for another time.
Yeah. And this is the last one I think we have.
Yeah, this is the lightning summon in that cycle. It's a 4 CP Ramu EX burst. Choose one forward. It loses 7,000 power till the end of the turn. If Ramu results from an EX burst, it loses 8,000 power instead. What do we think, guys? Great.
I'd rather play the freaking EX power reduction Kane than this card.
Damn, the savagery.
I don't see anyone like this card reads strong, but what am I cutting for it? I don't know. It'll be interesting.
6 Rama, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd rather play Odin. This card's crazy off EX. It's crazy in Fasoya, but I don't know. It'll see play. I won't be surprised. It won't see play. I won't be surprised. So
It doesn't say active, does it?
it
No.
just says
Forward.
just a power reduction.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, I like that a lot better then. Yeah, I don't know what you'd cut for it. That's a good point. I think in a vacuum, the card text is absolutely amazing for what.
Oh yeah, it's busted. Yeah, it's very good text, but
yeah, it's basically an Odin off the top.
Mhm.
So you might as well play 3 Odin.
Yeah. I think the summon package in mono lightning decks right now is already really hard and tight. I don't know where this fits.
I'd probably in lightning water, but at that point you're running 3 clouds
But
of
a
darkness.
lot of
so-
people aren't even playing 7-drop Odin right now, so
Yeah.
I don't see this card being played.
Yeah, it's because you can't afford to draw a dead card.
Yeah,
It'll be great and limited.
that's true.
Yeah, also true. I
Or-
think that's it. Well, we have the Turks spoiler, but I don't
Well,
know.
did we didn't know there's a couple we didn't go over. We have the water legendary.
Oh yeah, Titus. I forgot to grab that picture. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess we'll talk about that one. We have Titus. I can actually pull that
I
up
can
real
just tell
fast.
you, pretty sure he's a 3 CP 7K
Mm-hmm.
that can only be played from
Yep.
your hand by using water CP producing water backups.
Yep, he has back attack.
And then he has back attack, which is essentially flash if you're familiar with that in Magic. And when he enters the field, choose 1 of 2. Activate all water forwards. Or I think it's
Choose one water
choose
forward.
one water forward. Give it, or is it choose 1 forward?
Choose 1 water forward you control, gains plus 2,000 power.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we finally saw the first water legendary. What do we think, guys?
I can go first.
Man.
I can go first again if you want. I feel some way about this
Hit
card
it,
too.
bro. This card disappoints me.
I think this card's also bad.
I think it's awful. I think it's absolutely awful.
Kind of in the same vein as Dorgan. I mean, not the same way, but I think a lot of people see the potential of the card and they ignore some of the other things. The fact that you have to pay with only backups makes him a really obvious
Only
play.
water backups.
Yeah.
No less.
It makes him a super obvious play. If he even does see play, if he's good, if you see 3 open water backups on the other side of the field, you can kind of see it coming a mile away. On top of that, let me know in a turbo meta when you're going to get the 3 backups and one of them's not Fasoya in your water deck. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
And it's awful in the mirror too, and there's a lot of water right now.
Oh yeah, in
Yeah.
the mirror you're just cool. I'll take the free ready on my board
People
too.
aren't paying attention that it activates to your opponent's stuff, and that's a very not good thing.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm sorry. This card is just bad. It's just bad. And take the turbo. Take the whole concept of turbo out of the equation. Just the fact that he can only be paid by 3 water, which means you can't use Chaos, you can't use Cosmos, you can't use What's the other one? You can use Shantoto, but
you can't use like material.
Yeah, you can't use like
I mean, they produce light CP anyways. But,
right.
Like, yeah, you can't use them either. But I think
or Leo. Like Leo doesn't count either.
Leo doesn't count. I wish that he was like Zonde. I think he'd be fine if he was like Zonde.
Oh yeah, if he was like Zonde, he'd be fine because you could pitch from your hand to play him in mono water or like heavy water X decks. Sign me up. But man, that first piece of text on there is killer.
Right, and like the only like argument that people can have is, oh, he's a 3 CP 9K blocker on defense. I see you playing it a mile away. You have 3 water backups up. That play is easier to read than fucking Super Fudge. I know what's happening. I see it coming a mile away, and then I've got the Mateus ready. So thanks for nothing or whatever.
Yeah,
it's just bad. It's a bad card.
I guess he's good as like. I mean, I'm not saying he's good, but like I guess. On the attack, he's not as bad because it's a little bit less obvious. Because a lot of times you're going to move to combat before you play stuff, anyways.
But also, by the way, what 3-drop are you cutting? You're not cutting Ash. You're not cutting Garnet. You're probably not cutting Refia or Cognazzo. Like, where does this guy go?
Yeah, that's another thing too, for sure. Does anybody feel strongly about him? Like, I mean,
like in a positive light.
Yeah.
Like, I really hope that there comes out a deck that makes this busted.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
If Turbo isn't as popular and we can actually stack backups pretty well and like play fair games more, this card's cool. It's playable. You'll see it a lot. It has great art. It's gonna be a great foil, but man, you can see this card from miles away, and they have to have 3 backups. It makes your last turn basically do nothing, so you can play this card.
Yeah.
Kind of rough.
Yeah.
It was like in Magic Standard a couple rotations ago. Like when you saw 5 mana up, you knew Avacyn was coming in. Like you're like, I'm not going to let you blow me up with that. Like you know the Titus is coming. The board's set up for it. You're just not going to get beat by it. And someone thinks they're trying to get you with something that you know is there.
I think a good initial spot for it, for me, would be a Firewater Guardian deck where you're running the Blitzace Tidus, and then you want to run like 4 or 5 Tiduses, so you put that in there, and then you can Phoenix this one in if you don't have the Blitzace out.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That is 100%.
I wish that the Phoenix wasn't as obvious, though, because like he has to already be in your break zone. But you can Phoenix him into play. That's something you can totally do.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like he already has to be there before you even cast the Phoenix. So.
Yeah, but again, that's a card I really want to eat crow on. I really want to be wrong, but just right now, I don't see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much all the spoilers. Next week is pre-release, is it not?
Yeah, this weekend.
Weekend, baby.
Dude, I'm excited. So we're gonna go around the table. If there is one card, like if you're doing your pre-release, what is the card you think that, based on what we've seen so far, the cards you need to pull that is going to be what carries you to victory? Like if you're like, oh, I pull this card, I'm in good shape, that kind of thing.
For pre-release events.
Yeah.
Who's first?
Greg. We'll start with Greg.
Furion starter. Sorry, go Greg.
Oh, and it's gonna have to be from the packs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
We put him on the spot.
Yeah, I got nothing. Pass.
I have to look one up too, to be honest. Like I'm trying to think. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up all the spoilers really quick. Does anybody have one like off the top that they can think of?
I'm gonna
say Snow.
Yeah,
Snow's a good one. I'm also gonna say Noctis. I think if you pull a Noctis, I think you're in good shape.
Noctis is pretty cool. I like that one. Damage is less than sealed though, right?
Oh, yeah. Actually,
you lose that 1 less damage.
You know, it's probably it's 6 damage. Varuna is probably really good.
Yeah, Varuna's probably excellent.
Yeah, that's not a bad one.
The Turk spoiler. 2-drop DK. It's just a huge dude on 2-drop. You just don't attack with him.
Yeah, you just block or remove something. It's like 2 CP Lightning Warrior.
Yeah.
So a removal spell on the body, basically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like that card. The Earth Summon is going to be good removal.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of removal and fight spells unlimited.
Yeah, I think the monsters with conditions to them are going to be really good.
I think if you can somehow get Hope and a father and a mother in sealed, that's probably going to be really good. And I think they're all commons and rares, so it's pretty possible.
I also think Dorgan might actually be really good in sealed with the limited amount of removal.
If the removal doesn't change, you better hope you hit a burst to kill him, because right now nothing else.
Yeah, Dorgan can actually get out of control really quick in that, because the backup fixed thing.
Yeah.
Actually, that's gross. That's my pick, is Dorgan for limited.
Yeah. Oh, Galluf.
Galluf! I forgot all about Galluf. Galluf just says, suck it.
I was thinking that for my
Yo, yeah, if you get Gallifin Limited, you're just going to, like, slam that thing on the table and just extend your hand across and say, good game. Thanks.
I don't think anything breaks it in this set.
I don't think so. He's too big.
Yeah, X-Death.
He's got the thickness.
X-Death is probably a good one.
Yeah.
Noel was probably pretty good in Seal.
Yeah. So, needless to say, there's a lot. There's definitely a lot here to choose from. I might actually have to change my pick. I think I agree with Rice. If you can get a Dorganoff, man, and you're just in good shape.
It really depends on if they actually like. I mean, there's not much more removal they could show, but right now none of it really hits him unless it comes off the top of the deck.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be really hard to kill him.
Well, boys, why doesn't everybody recap the events they have today?
So, I guess we'll go ahead and start because we're here in the living room of Top 8 Johnny. It's yesterday was his birthday, so we're doing kind of like a birthday event for him. We're doing 3 events today. We're having a Pauper tournament, a constructed tournament, and then we're doing Opus 3 and Opus 4 draft. So, and we got prizes. We're going to be streaming it.
It'll be on this stream.
It'll be on this stream at the Cecil Cup is what it's called.
Get those foil Genesis, man.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. So what about?
Cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. It's something that Johnny wanted to do, and why not? It'll be fun. Kind of a last send off for Opus 6 because the set should be spoiled soon, and then I want to say next week or the week after we'll actually be doing Opus 7 proxies at our locals. So.
And normally we have the set at least before the day of pre-release, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And this weekend's pretty big for the game, so I'm sure we'll see some more big cards.
I think the Euros is supposed to show 3 more spoilers, 1 more today and 2 tomorrow. So.
Yeah.
Last Opus we had Octagon updated pre-release week.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That'd be nice. I
I
hope.
hope that happens.
Yep, I hope so
That
too.
was so awesome.
I'll be on there if that happens.
Huge, man.
I'm so excited.
I probably won't. Too many randos, man. Too many randos on Octagon.
Y'all are going to the Meta Potion thing, right? That's happening
Yeah.
today.
Tell us about this Meta Potion event, boys. This sounds like something fun's happening.
Take it away, Greg.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
Greg's
gonna head
mic,
out of
we can't hear him.
I hear him now. He's good.
Greg, how excited are you?
For which one?
For just about life, bro. How much excitement do you have today?
How much time do we have?
Love it.
But yeah, we got the Meta Potion Circuit event in San Diego this time. It's like the circuit that we have over here in the West Coast
Mm-hmm.
for SoCal. It used to be called SoCal Circuit, now it's Meta Potion Circuit.
Mm-hmm.
And today's the San Diego event where I'm from and Azul's from. So everyone's coming over here. We expect at least 25 players.
That's pretty
Nice.
sweet. Yeah.
Nice. That'll be good. Y'all playing some spicy stuff today?
Oh, you know what color I'm playing?
Oh, of course. Yellow cards.
I have some pretty good spots for today too.
Ooh, Azul's on the spicy stuff. I love it. I love it.
They got to defend their home turf.
That's true. That's
We
true.
gotta have home field advantage.
That's right. That's right.
And then Nick, you're going to an event too, right?
Yeah, I'm here. Trying to move my head. It's backwards, but all-in-one collectibles in
Uh-huh.
New Jersey for the Zodiac Trials.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
the 5th or 6th tournament. It'll be on stream. They should post it in the fans group if you want to watch.
Sweet.
Not to butt anybody else out, but
I know.
Yeah,
It's
we'll have at least 2 to 3 streams going today. It's
That's
gonna
what I'm
be-
saying. There's so much action.
multi-Twitch, bro. It's a thing. Pull them all up.
Yeah, that'll be fun, man. You're there. Probably John Schreiner's going to be there. Dan's probably there. So probably a lot of the PA guys are probably there too.
Yeah.
So-
I guess one more thing before we go. The Cauldron Cup, right?
Oh, dude. So
I was gonna bring it up.
yeah, well, we got a couple things happening. The week before that, we have our third Soldier series event, which it's pretty much
the name
it's,
changes every time.
it's Showdown series. I like to alternate to keep people on their toes, but it's a win a case event, so we're gonna have a case of Opus 7 up for grabs. Custom playmat for shout outs to Battlegrounds and Will Buckley for making that happen. We're gonna have a custom playmat for first place. I've got a black playmat to give away. I wonder where I got that from for second place. And then the week after that, we got a big one. The Fredericksburg guys, Travis, T's doing some big work up there with the Cauldron Cup. I'm sure y'all saw the post yesterday. Man, what do you guys think of that?
I'll be at
It
both of
makes
them.
me want to go there. Like seriously.
Man,
You should come, man.
y'all could make it, man. I got plenty of room for y'all to crash.
I think Curtis putting up the fight was a big thing. That was really cool.
That's That's amazing. I hope you guys reach 80.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yo, shout outs to Irving in the chat. That's
Yo.
our boy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we should have bunny stations on the way to my house.
Yeah,
actually.
man.
That should be on the way to my house.
Hashtag Big Jared for life.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna demo that at our store when we can.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
That game is awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And Nick, I did just see today the I guess the Facebook event for the title tournament on the 1st. I'm real excited about that. Of December.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. Yep.
Yeah. So, what about you, Rice? Anything happening in your neck of the woods today?
Nothing, man. We're thinking about throwing a big cash event. But man, my store is like probably a little over an hour from an airport, so try to figure it out. We'll gauge some interest. We put on like quarterly, like 3Ks for Magic, so we're trying to bring it to another game. So we'll see how it goes, man.
Cool,
we're
man.
Big things out here in the Midwest.
Well, cool. Well, guys, anybody have anything to add before we finish up?
No. We're
Cool. Well, guys, this one, Adam, do you have anything?
No, I was gonna say I think that's it because I gotta set this thing up. I have to set up cameras and stuff.
Yeah, well, guys, it was fun as always. I see a bunch of empty plates around us. That means it's time to do the dishes. Breakfast is over. Big thanks for Azul for being on with us, man. Good luck today.
All right.
Yeah, good.
Azul.
That's right. Good luck, everybody, in their events today. Again, tune into all the streams happening.
Good guys today.
That's right. So I don't know if I'm going to be streaming, if I'm going to actually be playing or doing commentary. It depends on how drunk I get and how fast it happens.
We could probably alternate.
So we've got a lot going on today. But guys, everybody, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Johnny's doorbell's ringing. I need to answer that. Later.
See you later.
Peace, everyone.
Yeah.
My man.